Вітаю, шановні колеги! Це вебінар присвячений Four Seasons на Сейшелах. Це два неймовірно красивих курорти, які один з них мені вдалося побачити цього року в вересні під час моєї подорожі. На жаль, у нас тоді не сталося хорошої погоди, був трошки дощик, але я залишилась під гарним, приємним враженням від готелю. І у нас вже були вебінари присвячені Four Seasons на Сейшелах, але я попросила пані Марію переробити їх і записати сьогодні з вами новий формат, тому що той попередній мені не дуже подобається. Ось тому ми саме його зберігаємо. І я впевнена, що пані Марія нам розповість і надихне нас на подорожі. Тому я думаю, що за 40 хвилин ми десь справимось. Я передаю їй слово. Виклад сьогоднішнього вебінару буде англійською мовою. Якщо у вас залишаються питання, пишіть в чаті, я його відповідно переглядаю, і тоді в завершенні вебінару ми їх проговоримо і все з'ясуємо, що потрібно. Тоді передаю слово. Dear Maria, stage is yours. Listen attentively.
Thank you, Nadia. Yeah. So welcome everyone to Seychelles. Yeah. So my name is Maria. I'm based in Seychelles and I'm looking after both properties. I'm with Four Seasons for the last 2 years. And so in occasion you have any questions, please you can always ask me related to the properties itself or to Seychelles as the destinations. Yeah, I'm happy to present 2 resorts, and you might know both of them already slightly, but of course, most probably Petit Dans, our main resort on the main island of Mahe, is the most famous one. Yeah, so and compared to Deroches, which is outer island and needs a little bit more love and attention in terms of knowledge. Yeah, so I'll start with Deroches. And I have to highlight that 2 properties are very different in terms of concept. So on the main island of Mahe, where we have Four Seasons Resort at Petit Dans, it's iconic views with the granitic boulders, with a beautiful bay, with a wonderful sunset. So it's a very typical for Seychelles as a picture of the inner islands, yeah, with the mountain, hillside, with lush vegetations, where the Roche Island, based on the Coral Atoll Island, is a completely different story. Yeah? So the Roche Island is located on one of the biggest outer islands, so the Roche. So it will take you half an hour by the Beechcraft plane, 14 seats. It's a local domestic airlines, Island Development Company or Air Seychelles. So we are flying daily now from November, and during the festive period for the New Year, Christmas, for the Easter, and during the specific holidays period, we're also doing twice a day flight. So normally the flights are very nicely connected with all the morning arrivals for Emirates, Qatar, and some other airlines, and leaving the island of Mahe, main airport, at around 10:30 in the morning. We also are working with the lounge, Payanke Lounge, which is located in the international airport. In the occasion, there is a longer connections, or in the occasion, your guests staying in the higher categories of our villas, residences or suites, residential suite or the Roche suite, they will get complimentary access to the lounge. So to mention about the Roches, yeah, so we're landing in the central side of the island, and you will see on the picture that it's actually gigantic. So it's around 14 kilometers around the island of the beach line, yeah. And I have to say that it's only the little corner of the Roche which is dedicated to Four Seasons. The rest of the island is your own playground, adventure, whatever you call it. So it's your freedom to move around, to enjoy, to discover, and to spend every single day on a different location, yeah? So it comes with a lot of nature, with a lot of brutal views. And I have to highlight for those who never visited Seychelles that out the islands of Seychelles, specifically the Roche Island, looks very different compared to Maldivian islands. Yeah, so it's full of nature and it's very spacious. So this specific island is around 400 hectares space. Yeah. In terms of the location, yeah, so it's long of 6.5 kilometers, and like I mentioned, 14 kilometers around the island. So the little overview of the Roche, just to mention, is that we have property located at two sides, so left and right side from the airstrip. So the left side of the airstrip, I will make it as a highlight, so location next to the lighthouse. So this is the central part of the resort where we have majority of the villas, restaurants, facilities. So the entire life of the resort happening there as the social life, as the organized life, yeah. So however, on the right side from the strip, and I will show you the map, so I'm returning and I'm bringing you back to the island map, just to give you a little bit of idea what I'm talking about, yeah? So the central part of the resort is located just in front of the lighthouse. Like I mentioned to you, with majority of the categories. However, on the right side from the strip, you will see the residential side. Our presidential villas, residences, and all our beach villas are located in this area, yeah? We will come back to the map a little bit later, but just to continue the conversation about the island. So you have a different variety of the villas. So in total, 71. And I will go into the details a little bit on the next slide, but also highlight what else at the outside of accommodation. Yeah, so we have 70 plus activities, and it's just not just activities. It's a lot of connection with the nature, a lot of sport, a lot of research, a lot of adventure. So it's very tailor-made activities, which is happening on a weekly basis. And of course, depends on the guest choice. They can always join different types of movements around the island. Yeah. So also from the unique perspective, you will see that we are home to the more than 150 giant turtles from the from the Aldabra Island. And of course, because of the location side of the coral reef area around the Roche Island, we have plenty of turtles. So you will find different types of turtles in Seychelles. So we have two main types. And so you can meet both of them over there, yeah, when you're in the water. So I'll show you on the map later on where you can always say that this is a granted space and locations where you can always meet underwater these beautiful creatures. And of course, we do have plenty of life on the island. So there is a village. I'll show it a little bit later as well. We have a place where we have masters who is working with the woods. So we are producing our own furniture on the island. So there's a farm, which is very interesting. And we always show it to the guests during the visit around the island. You can also join with a chef to the farm to pick up your own spices and vegetables. So it's very interesting experience. And of course, in terms of highlights of architecture, the lighthouse, of course. It's a very romantic restaurant, beautiful viewpoint during the sunset. You can join for the drink. So it's plenty of things to do. On this image, actually, we are on the beach of next to Madame Zaber. So one of the highlights, so around the island, you have 14 different beach locations, yeah, where you can go to enjoy. So it's not just in front of the villa, it's not just in front of the property. You can go on your own bicycle, or you can join us our shuttle on the buggy, and you can plan your day absolutely outside of the resort and anytime coming back whenever you feel like jumping into your own pool. Yeah, so it always gives you a lot of flexibility where to go, what to do. It gives you a lot of freedom where to enjoy your time. Yeah. In terms of the settings, so the base category on the island is Ocean View Pool Villa. And I'm really would like to come back to the map, because on the map of the resort, you can see the location. On the map of the resort, you can see the location of these villas. So I'll just make it a little bit bigger for you. So you can see the base category, ocean view villas. What is interesting about this base category? Yeah. So of course it's the entry category in terms of the rates, but also it's a beautiful location next to the lighthouse in front of the coral reef where the nesting of the turtles is. Yeah. So physically you can walk around the beach and enjoy the process of the turtles mating or laying the eggs. So it's very interesting hotspot for those who likes nature and the eco processes of the life. Yeah. So I also have to highlight, because of this location, you might not match the requirements of the guests who wish to come outside of your villa and to go a smooth swimming experience. They won't find it here. So they have to find a little bit of location, a little bit closer to the airstrip. So they have to go for a little walk to enjoy more smooth swimming experience. Yeah. This is one of the moments which is very important for you in terms of understanding of the product. So if you have a guest who is not ready to be connected with the nature, who is not ready in terms of combination of luxury and at the same time very strong ecosystem, be careful. Yeah. So Maldivian products, like I said, is 100% match for this kind of scenario, where Seychelles, with the brutality of the nature, might not match all your guest requests. So be very selective. So I give you the signs. What are our specific type of the guests? So people who loves nature, who is not afraid of the nature, who is challenging the nature sometimes, yeah, going on the bicycle around the island or going for the run of 40 kilometers around the island, yeah. For those who like surfing, who likes very special dive areas, yeah, we have a cave diving. So for those who would like to see the real shearwater birds in life, nesting next to your villa, or those who would like to enjoy the process of the turtles nesting the laying the eggs. So it just gives you a little bit of an idea. So for us, people who really ready to combine luxury accommodation and very strong ecosystem at the same time, yeah. So coming back to the villas, ocean view villas, so entry category, you'll have this kind of unique experience, beautiful view, dramatic view to lighthouse. So the site where you have a lot of birds nesting around and the turtles laying the eggs. Yeah, so this is the highlight. Any time of the day, any time of the stay, you can always prefer another beach location, or you can join and relax on your own area. So the next villa category is a sunset pool villas. They are located on the right side from the lighthouse. It's the opposite side, so it's facing the south area. So it's your sunset point. That's why it's called Sunset Beach, Sunset Viewpoint. Here is another story. So here we have a coral reef. The area is more swimmable, however, seasonal during the period of the European winter time. You might experience a little bit of seaweeds on this side. However, this is a very strong for the ecosystem because it's the area for the birds, for the crabs, for the turtles. It's like a farm for them. They enjoy it. It's the forest, yeah? So you can have a swimming experience more comfortable on this side of the island during the European summer. May to September, it's more comfortable, this beach line, yeah? So on this side of the beach, we also have sunset suites. So it's a category which is in combination of sunset beach pool villas. I'll show it to you in the description, with additional room which is comfortable for the children. Yeah. So if you're traveling as a family with children, a sunset beach suite would be a very nice category for you. Yeah. So I'm returning to the presentation just to highlight more about the categories so that you understand the locations a little bit better, yeah? So the ocean view pool villas, that base category which you saw, you see they are extremely comfortable, luxurious, beautiful pool, very nice gazebo. You have a very big garden in front of your villa. So, and direct access to the beach side. So the next sunset pool villa, which we mentioned on the right side from the lighthouse. So it's very similar category in terms of design and concept, sizes. The main difference comes with the elements of decor and design and additional balcony. You can see the staircase bringing you up on top There's a nice, beautiful balcony. It could be an area for reading or enjoying your afternoon lunch or just having a nap with a beautiful view to the ocean. Yeah, so they're very similar categories. So in the occasion, the guests are staying more than just a couple. We can accommodate on request additional child up to 12 years on request basis only, because the space of the villa and comfort of the settings could be only organized for sleeping on the sofa bed. This sofa bed could be converted as an extra bed for the child up to 12 years old. So there is a comfortable mattress. It could be just reset up as an extra bed. So on request basis, it is available. However, if the guest would like to have a proper sleeping experience for children and they have more than one child, so the next category, we have 9 units. It's a Sunset Beach suite. So this villa is equipped with additional bathroom, with bigger, in terms of settings, lounge, and additional room for children, like I was mentioning to you. It could be like a separate cabinet or little library, or it could be set up as the children room. So in occasion you would like to see the floor plans of the villas, I encourage you to visit our website on every single category. So you will find a nice little description of the villa with the floor plan. So it will be always easy for you to recall which villa is matching which requirements for you. Yeah? So now we are moving to the Roche suite, which is the only suite located on the Sunset Beach area next to the lighthouse. It's a 2 units combining in itself sunset pool villa and connected to the Sunset Beach suite. So it's basically like 2 units in the same villa. So additional element there is a nice, very pretty kitchen with the little lounge and the bar. So you can have your own home party, or if you wish to cook something light or to organize your in-villa breakfast. So it's ideal scenario. Plenty of sleeping places. So you can see the floor plan again on the website. So it could be a nice home to the big family coming to have time together. Also, what is nice that 2 elements of this villa connected by the nice little bridge. So they have separate doors. So villa could be as intimate as open. Yeah, so you can have it both, either connected between these 2 units of the villa, or it could be as a 1 unit. Yeah. So it always depends on the guest preferences. So for example, if you're traveling as a 2-3 generational family, so you have a children's space, you have a parent space, and you have a space for grandparents. Or if it's a family and friends, also could be a nice scenario. So the Roche suite is the only unit at the resort. If somebody is interested, we always recommend to look at it in advance. So the next one, very important, and it's one of the best sellers throughout the whole year without any seasonality. So beach pool villa. So I'm bringing you back to the map. I have to jump on the map. So coming back on the map, you can see in terms of positioning, so right side from the airstrip, so residential and beach pool villas area. So basically beach pool villas is the first line beachfront location villas. They are 1 bedroom. They are much more compact compared to the sunset pool villas or even ocean view pool villas. In terms of the swimming in your own swimming pool, it's also much more compact experience. However, here the luxury comes with direct access to the beach. So this is always a choice of your guest, and you might just recommend them to see what is the priority. If they wish to have a perfect swimming experience, so this is beach villas only. If they want to have also very beautiful extra kind of design and extra spaces in terms of in villa and outdoor with the swimming pool, of course, sunset pool villas or sunset beach suite or ocean view villas will be always winning. Yeah. So here you just need to see what is the value for this trip. To enjoy yourself inside of the villa, privacy, intimacy, or it's only the swimming experience. Yeah. So beach villas are located at this side of the resort. So remind you, the area of this beach line is much more stable. It's a longer beach line. And in terms of experience, it's much more swimmable. You can also enjoy kayaking there, snorkeling. Yeah. So bringing you back to the presentation. So now we'll have a look at the main line of this area, so which is residential and presidential villas. So it's the same location, the same beach, but slightly different positioning. So you can see the beach pool villas, yeah, in terms of settings. They are slightly more compact, but with direct access to the beach side. Yeah. So in terms of the categories, so in the area of the residential side, we have also 2-bedroom, 5-bedroom, and 7-bedroom presidential units. Yeah, so outside of the residences. What is nice about 2-bedroom villas, yeah, as a presidential unit. So it's for those guests who would like to be on the comfortable swimming beach location. At the same time, they would like to have a compact but luxury unit, yeah. So you can see that this villa under the same roof. So it's 2-bedroom, so left and right. So it's 2 king in terms of the bedding. And its central part is the lounge, kitchen, and a very comfortable area for family get-together. Yeah. So from this villa type, you already have also the butler service, the same as all the residential units. So the same villa type could be available as a presidential unit in terms of the settings in 5-bedroom units, just to remind you, yeah, and the 7-bedroom. It's units located next to each other. So, and in the occasion you want to buy it as a 3-bedroom or 2-bedroom or 5-bedroom, it could be sold as a separate units, or in the occasion you have a big family traveling together and they wish to be connected with the same location. So it could be sold as a 1 7-bedroom unit. So it will be next to each other, 3-bedroom presidential, 2-bedroom presidential, and 2-bedroom presidential. So you have your privacy in each villa. At the same time, they have special areas which are connecting them in between each other, yeah, on the pool side, on the beach side. Yeah. Moving towards the residences, which is one of the favorites for us in Deroche, especially if you have family which comes with family and friends or family with kids, and it's more +1 or more +2, definitely look into the residences side. First of all, it's very practical. So the unit itself, you can see, you will see it has 3 different areas combined in between each other. So you will see 2 separate bedrooms on the left and on the right. And central part, you'll find a lounge, kitchen, and a separate additional bedroom for children. Again, if you visit our website, you will find a very nice explanation in terms of how to select. I'm bringing you to the website just to give you a little bit of understanding what I'm saying to you about. Yeah, so you have different types of the villas. So let's go to the 3-bedroom residence. So in the 3-bedroom residence, you will find all the pictures, how it looks, except the sizes. And here you go, you will find the floor plan. Yeah. So 2 separate bedrooms in the left and the right side, and additional bedroom here, kitchen, lounge. You can always visit the website to cross-check the location settings and the sizes. Yeah, so it's always easy to have a look into more details for this specific villa type. What is the beauty of this villa? Like I was mentioning, if you would like to spend family time or friends and friends time together, so you have a kayaking directly at the residence. You have a nice playground if you wish to play beach soccer or any other beach sport. Yeah, so it could be a nice area to make a home barbecue or to organize your own cooking in the kitchen. Yeah, so it's a nice location in terms of settings as a family spending time together. So just a few words about the restaurants. I have to highlight that on Deroche we do have all-inclusive option, full board or half board. So it's very comfortable option for those guests who would like to have more than just breakfast. And it's also very practical because if you are on the outer island, of course, the only selection for you is being on the island. Yeah. So from the highlights, of course, just to mention that we are presented in terms of the different types of cuisine. So you have Indian cuisine, you have Creole cuisine, you have Italian cuisine, Asian, Japanese, and favorite grills, and of course, pizzeria. So it's different flavors. You can always visit our website or the press room to see all our latest menu. It's available on the online as well. Yeah. The spa, we're calling it not the spa on the property, but spa all over the island. So we're doing meditation, we're doing the sound healing, we're doing the different therapies with the visiting practitioners. So it's a lot of things to enjoy in terms of wellness. Yeah. So in terms of the activities, like I was highlighting, it's 70 plus. But for the extraordinary experiences, like I was mentioning, so it's a dive caves. It's all around the year area for the surfers. So it's a lot of connection to the nature. So you'll see a lot of different types of birds. So underwater, in terms of the creatures, it's not just a connection with the turtles. You might see seasonal also whales, which you will normally not see on the main island. Yeah. So in the occasion, somebody will be interested in terms of what else is living on the Deroche. I can send a separate brochure just from marine biology sites, yeah, and of course a lot of connection to the giant tortoise on the island, yeah. In terms of sustainability, we are, like I was highlighting, we have a farm. We have a second biggest solar panel farm in Seychelles. So we are 80% independent in terms of the electricity supply. So it's very luxury life for us on the Roche. So we are sustainable, yeah. So it makes a lot of sense for those guests who really feel like they want to make sure it's eco from the moment of the arrival to the moment of departure for the full stay. Yeah. So the Roche Island, I can talk about it the whole day, ladies, if you don't stop me. Nada. So I'm slowly moving towards Mahe, but I just would like to ask if anyone has any questions related to the Roche, any specific moments. And also I will share the map with you, Nadia, because it was recently shared with us by the marketing team. Enjoy it. It's like a beautiful fairy tale map, and it has all the details about the diving, fishing. So you can see all the arranged areas. If you would like to see where the village is, what kind of beach locations there. So every single beach is equipped. So it's interesting map because it has a lot of information on it, and we really happy to have this additional tool for us. Yeah.
Yes, I'm looking forward to receive this beautiful map. I already put an eye on it. I'm fancy of all kind of maps, so I'm sure you will share it with me, and I will share it with agents. Maybe a couple of words, if you can speak about Kids Club before we move on. And
for the Kids Club, Kids for All Seasons is located not far from the lounge, and it's next to the Recreation Castaway Center. So it's a very good location because it's connection to different types of sports, it's connection to pizzeria, it's connection with a very nice playground for children. So you can have a beach soccer there. We have bicycles for different age of the children. And like we're saying, the whole island is playground because it's quite safe. And your children can spend a lot of time outdoor the Kids Club as well. We're doing a lot of activities with marine biologists, with the chef. So we teach the kids how to organize their food, how to cook, or in terms of marine biologists, we're teaching them how to patrol the turtles or do the bird watching. So it's a lot of interesting moments and skills for the life for children. But the club itself is very well equipped, and in terms of concept, might find it on our website, but also I might show you a little bit just to give you an understanding of the club. So internally, it has a few rooms. So one of the rooms is outdoor, the playground on the right side, and there are two separate rooms. One is for the cinema, for the movies, and another one, another playground. So it's a very spacious kids club. Yeah. So, and sometimes if a festive season or if during the period when we have a lot of school holidays in August and in July, and you have a lot of children, you will see all these kids going around with their nannies or babysitters doing some activities together. It also could be organized as a private activities, yeah? So if the family would like to join the children in some of the movements and some of the adventures, yeah? And in terms of the amenities, also we do have amenities for children in all the restaurants, all the outlets. Of course, they have a kids menu. Okay, so allow me to move to the Four Seasons Mahe, Petit Dance. And here I have to say, ladies, there is not much for you to do, to be honest with you. Like we always love, it's a very easy to sell product because it's a self-selling location. It's one of the most unique locations in terms of the beach line on the island of Mahe. And we always say in confident, we would say in Seychelles, because throughout the whole year period, there is no seasonality for the beach. So it's always nice, it's always comfortable. Sometimes you might have, of course, very rare, once in a blue moon, the red flag. So it's most probably the storm around the island, but it's normally come and go. So like 24 hours. So normally this area is always very secluded and comfortable for swimming. So it's a unique combination between the swimming and the snorkeling experience. So there is a lot of underwater life. In terms of locations, Four Seasons on Mahe, located at Petit Dance. So it's half an hour drive from International Airport. It's a beautiful drive because from the civilized area of airport in the north, you're driving through the villages, and it's really very quiet side. Yeah, so you'll hardly see many locals. So it will be a little bit of just the overview of the local life. So it's nested on this beautiful amphitheater. So it has around 70 hectares space. So this map, if you look at the map itself, just 1 second. Yeah, so it's very easy to understand the concept of the island. So most of the villas are located in the central part of the resort. All the restaurants, all the water sport, all the facilities, kids club, beach sport, all located in the central part. So, however, all the villas, in terms of layout, they kind of designed by the layers, by the streets. So the higher you go, the better the view, the better the price, the higher the price, yeah? So it's always comes with the viewpoint. So we have 62 one-bedroom villas. I'm going to go into a little bit more details later. We have 5 suites, including 3 options of 2-bedroom villas, and our premium category Royal Suite and Presidential Suite. 3-bedroom units. These are the only 2 units with direct access to the ocean side, to the beach. So, and outside of these villas, we also have 27 private homes. So outside of 27 private homes, majority of them are nested on the hillside, on the south and on the north of this beautiful bay. So outside of 27 private homes, we have 10 with us in the rental pool. So you have an option of 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 6-bedroom, and 8-bedroom. So 8-bedroom unit can accommodate up to 20 people family. So it's really very interesting in terms of concept. In terms of the overview, just to mention additional to what I already said. So we do have 3 main restaurants and 2 bars and plenty of experiences. Yeah. So here we offer the option of bed and breakfast or have both. So this is the maximum you can propose to your guest at Petit Dance, Four Seasons on Mahe. However, the variety of the kitchens is very different. So we have authentic Indian cuisine, we have authentic Creole cuisine, we have authentic Japanese cuisine. So with the sushi, sashimi, you have Asian fusion in this restaurant. So where you have the whole Asia blended. So you can try different types of Asian food. And of course, we have Mediterranean, Italian, and international cuisine. And of course, the barbecue, beach barbecue as a restaurant and beach barbecue as a lunch dining next to the pool and beach. In terms of accommodation, all our villas comes with a private pool. This is the image from the residence. One of our 4-bedroom residences facing the bay from the hillside. However, in terms of positioning, our entry category is a garden. It's the first layer of the 1-bedroom villas. We have 14 units. They are, in terms of proximity, the closest villa type to be connected to the beach side and to the main restaurant and to the main facilities. Yeah. So you don't even really sometimes need to use the buggies. However, the buggies are always available for all the guests in house, complimentary, and you can always book it via chat. Four Seasons Chat is the instrument which we are using to connect with all your guests. And upon arrival, we connect them via the preferred messenger. Yeah, so it could be WhatsApp, it could be Telegram, any other messenger. And the guests can chat with us, any questions related to all the services, any questions related to the property. It could be done in your mother language. It will be synchronized, translated to the English for the team, and placed back to you in the mother language. So it always depends how advanced your guests in the language which they prefer to use. Yeah, so it can be English, it can be German, it could be your own home language, Ukrainian. So you can use your own option. Yeah. So coming back to the villa, so garden villas. So garden villas are absolutely the same units as all 62 1-bedroom villas. So the main difference, like I was highlighting, the positioning. So garden is located closer to the beach, but however, it doesn't really have an open ocean view. Some of them, they do have a partial view. However, in terms of expectations, we're trying to say garden for your guest to have it better as a surprise, but when they expect an ocean view in the garden villa. Yeah? So the garden villas typically don't really have an ocean view, but they have a very beautiful sanctuary garden in front of them. So it's a lot of privacy, a lot of birds, a lot of trees, and its connection also to the river, which is going to the ocean side. So it's a very nice, actually, category, very green and very private. So, and the next layer is the ocean view villa, where you have already obvious ocean villa view, obvious ocean view. So they're absolutely the same villa type, but with more lights and more open ocean view from the side of the terrace. Yeah. So the next layer, the third category, is going higher into the hilltop. Here you have more panoramic view. This is one of our best sellers in terms of the positioning. And it's also our biggest category. Yeah, so hilltop ocean view villa. Here you have always guaranteed very nice panoramic ocean views. The same units, the same concept. And the highest category for us is a serenity. This is the top layer of the villas. We have only 7 of them, and they are located at the highest viewpoint next to the spa level. So it's very high in the mountains. So you have always very nice panoramic views and also very nice sunset views. Yeah. I have to mention that since at Four Seasons in Seychelles, we are in the progress of the perfect room plan. So every single villa is taken out of order to be at its best. And I have to highlight that Serenity category and Hilltop category have been through the major upgrades in terms of internal concept. So we make it more advanced in terms of digital facilities. So you can control your curtains, you can control your air conditioner from one location. So it's a little bit more modern in terms of settings, and it's a little bit more added details in terms of outdoor living little elements. Yeah, so Serenity and Hilltop is coming already with new look. So you might see some new images in our press room and a little bit of to get a little bit of understanding. However, the villa itself, the architecture and design is very, very close to each other. So the next category, which is actually one of our best sellers, it's 2-bedroom ocean view suite and 2-bedroom Hilltop ocean view suite. So these villas are very comfortable if you have guests traveling more than 2+1 or 2+2 children. Yeah. Just to remind you that every single villa on Mahe at Four Seasons can accommodate 2 adults and 1 child up to 12 years. Exceptionally, on request basis, if you have 2 children up to 12 years, you might request for 2 queens, because every single category except Serenity has an option to accommodate with 1 king or 2 queens. So if you are reserving 2 queens, so they are wide 160 centimeters, so it could be a comfortable sleeping area for 2 adults and 2 children up to 12 years. So you can always request on demand. So we'll see upon availability if we can confirm this option. And coming back to the 2-bedroom ocean view suite. So here, if you would like to have 2 villas next to each other, one for the parents, one for the children, and this area has 2 separate villas, but it's kind of united with swimming pool, which is twice bigger than the pool of the normal 1-bedroom villa, jacuzzi, and a very spacious lounge with dining facilities and with the butler service. So starting from 2-bedroom suite, you have additional support from the butler and your own buggy, so which is organized by butler in terms of logistics. Yeah, so it's a very comfortable unit, and we always recommend to book it in advance. So the best for families. Yeah. Always with a view, always with a lot of spaces, and you can use it as a facility for in-home barbecue or in-home lunch, breakfast, or dinner. And the premium categories, Royal Suite and Presidential Suite. These are our 3-bedroom units, and these are the only 2 villas with direct access to the beach. Yeah, so it's secured on this side. It has additional area of the lounge with the sunbeds and lounge on the beach. So it's like a connection from your villa going directly to the main beach. There is always security guard on this side if the villa is occupied. And the area in terms of concept is like a home of 3-bedroom with a barbecue area, with the bar, with the lounge, with the library, with the gym. So it's like a nice little private home. So it's 1,600 square meters, and it has separate 3 villas connected by the pool, jacuzzi, lounge area. Yeah, but the service, and also this villa was recently upgraded 2.5 years ago. So it has a very much more modern look. However, it's still classic and Victorian in terms of design. And the presidential villa compared to the royal suite is considered to be much more compact, and it's one of the favorites for us for family. Comes with more than 2+3 or 2+4 children. Yeah, so here you can accommodate mix of 8 to 10 guests, depends on the age. Yeah, so it has 3 separate villas. 2 out of 3 villas interconnected. So very comfortable unit, very compact, like I was mentioning, and it has also direct access to the beach side. So you have also barbecue area and all the important things for this kind of level of the villa, including the butler service and separate parking. So the floor plans available online. And I'm moving to the last very important category, residences. So just to mention again, so only hillside location, very private, always very spacious. Additional element is the kitchen, also butler service. And this is the unit you will might consider if the guests come in with nanny, or if they come in, the guests come in again, 3-4 generations, family, friends. So this unit can accommodate 10+, depends. Yeah, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 6-bedroom, 8-bedroom. Like I was saying, up to 20 people could be accommodated in residences. Yeah, so it's always nice view, always hillside, always private, and also very practical units. So if you have more than 1 or 2 a kind of couples traveling together, or big family coming together, or family and friends, always cross-check the residential units. They are very practical in terms of pricing, positioning, and sometimes it makes sense to book residence as the 4-unit property than just 4 separate villas. Yeah, so always have a look as a residential unit as a very practical unit for the in terms of capacity. Yeah. In terms of the dining, like I was saying, bed and breakfast or have both. All the outlets are part of the have both experience. This specific picture is showcasing our beautiful tumba. This is historical remains of old Creole building, very photogenic. So we're doing very often the wine tasting, or you could make a nice cooking class with the chef, followed by the lunch or dinner with the family. It could be a beautiful photo session spot for the weddings or just for the guests in the house. So we're always highlighting it's hidden in between our restaurants and the river before the garden villas. It's a beautiful, beautiful area. So we always recommend to make some nice pictures around this side. In terms of the restaurants, I already highlighted going from Japanese, Creole, Italian, international, Asian, Indian. So it's a lot of flavors on property. Beautiful design. Most of the, not most, all the outlets are beautiful sea facing, and majority of them based around the beach side, yeah, including Steak Shack. Yeah, a little bit of images to inspire you. And of course, a lot of activities allowed around the bay. For the children, I have to say also our kids club, similar concept. Plenty of activities outdoor. For example, your children, if they're above 4 years old, they can do their first surf. They can do their first fishing with us. They can do their first kayaking with us. A lot of things. They can learn a lot from our marine biologists, how to snorkel, how to differentiate different types of fish, how to take care of the turtle. So it's different interesting facts and different skills, which kids really enjoy when they are blending with our team. A lot of water sport. So we always have a question from our partners. So what can you offer for teenagers? We say teenagers, their only remedy is the sport, water sport and beach sport. So we have a very strong team who is entertaining the teenage time. So for example, we have football on the beach, so beach soccer. We have a beach volleyball, we have beach pétanque. We have plenty of activities on the beach to enjoy with the kids. And again, the water sport. So snorkeling, surfing, kayaking, pedalo. So different types, hiking, boxing, kickboxing. So private sessions for sport. So there is most of the activities of the resort are connected either to the eco experience, or sport experience, or gastronomy. Yeah, so it's all very natural, and it's all kind of very easy to maintain for the families, and it's also very nice to blend. If, for example, you as a parents would like to have some fun with your children during vacation, this is the perfect area. So you can do a lot of activities together. So when we're doing it every single time tailor-made, so it's never a cliche. So it's always interesting experience. Yeah. 10,000 square meters hiding here for the coral reef. So marine biologists are doing the snorkeling trips, or you can do it on your own. We just explained to you the best scenario where to go. And of course, if you'd like to go for the cruise or fishing, could be also arranged from the resort directly. Different spots around the area, so which you could visit. Our guests typically, they love to go for the private hikes, which is quite a few around the area. So half day, not too much efforts, but to enjoy the view and enjoy the air of the mountains. Helicopter trip to Ladik or to Pralin also, just sweet and short, just to enjoy the views. Different artists around that site, including the Michael Adams. So we can visit, we can arrange for you to meet with Michael Adams, or if you wish to buy some paintings. So it's an interesting experience. And of course, the Royal Spice Garden, which is 20 minutes driving distance from us. So it's full of spices, beautiful nature trail, and it's a luxury family garden with a lot of trees. There's a lot of beautiful flora and fauna. You can see turtles there, coco de mer. So it's a mini, kind of, not mini, but big garden, but not far from us in the mountains. You can really enjoy the Spice Garden, Jardin Noir. In the spa, like I was saying, it's located on the hillside. It's called the Sky, Le Ciel in Creole. So 8 separate villas. It's a heaven to the meditation, yoga, sound healing. We do both inside of the spa and outside on the beach, outside on the mountains. It could be different options. So therapies from all around the world, and also we have Ayurvedic doctor. Yeah. So I have to say that this is the most important, which I would like to share with you. And also, like I said, I will share with you all the materials digital available now, Nadia, so that you can always reshare with your team and with your colleagues if you wish to. And yeah, if any questions, yours.
Thank you, Maria. It was very interesting and good refreshing for me to refresh knowledge about the Mahe property.
Mhm.
Шановні колеги, якщо у вас залишаються питання, будь ласка, не соромтесь, запитуйте, пишіть свої питання або включайтесь голосом, промовляйте. І я думаю, що це хороший час з'ясувати для себе всі моменти. Так. Perhaps somebody will be writing questions. So far, I don't see anything. And I would like to thank you for your time. From me, a small request. If you already prepared your Christmas and New Year activity program, please share with us because as from next week, we are planning to collect some programs already and share it among the agents. Because season is coming, so many agents already questioning about what's going on in Seychelles, in Mauritius, in Maldives. So if you already prepared your programs, please share with us. I would be very grateful to you. Of course, we are waiting for your lovely maps, and I will drop you a line just right after our webinar. Що ж, колеги, я не бачу питань. Дякую вам за увагу і нагадую, що запис цього вебінару буде доступний у нас на нашому YouTube-каналі. Тобто ви завжди зможете повернутися до нього, переглянути його, щоб мати комплексне уявлення про ці два неймовірно розкішні курорти від Four Seasons. Дякую вам за увагу і в разі, якщо у вас виникають запити, ви знаєте, куди до нас звертатися, так? На сайті є всі наші контакти і, власне, на YouTube-каналі є всі наші контакти, тобто дуже легко нас знайти. Дякую вам за увагу і до наступних зустрічей. Дякую.